Alright, welcome everybody to the stream. Die Roll Lost Horizon High. I don't know how long we were sitting there on dead air. I kind of stopped paying attention because we were having a conversation. So, that happened. Hello everybody. First things first, there was no Wednesday stream again. So, I'm gonna stop. This is gonna be the last time I shout it out. But I may be on another person's stream named Ollie Rant on Wednesday, and if I'm not, then I'm not. And if I am, I hope to see you there. All right, now that that's out of the way, you guys ready to get back to this grueling combat, which has been going on for 5 hours of our lives?
I have a question regarding this combat.
Okay, hit me.
Now, this is part of the reason you got distracted and didn't know how long we were on dead air, because we were talking about this combat.
It's true. This all-consuming combat.
When it started,
Mm-hmm.
how many enemy NPCs were there?
Including minions?
Including minions.
A lot?
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Like a lot?
Okay. I hate you.
Well, I mean...
So there were four different groups of minions, and I
Uh-huh.
feel like there was 16 minions per group, because it felt like there were 4 squads of 4 per group.
Yes.
Okay. And there was
at least 2 officers per group of minions.
1 officer per group.
One officer per
officer.
group.
1 officer and 1 flame trooper per group of minions.
So 16 officers.
No, 4 officers.
4 officers.
4 officers, 4 flame troopers.
Oh. Okay.
The walker.
16 minions.
Yeah, the minions were obviously the bulk of it.
Wait, 16,
When I originally designed this encounter, I thought
64.
I thought Dag had dual targeting.
72.
I thought minions
72. 72 humanoid
Units.
enemy NPCs.
Yes.
And a walker.
And a walker. Yeah.
And Dag was supposed to be handling the rail cannon to deal with the walker. But also you built it thinking Dag had dual targeting.
No.
At best, 37 actions for Dag to kill everything.
Right. Well, so here's the thing.
It's not just Dag.
Right.
Usually, when I make encounters that aren't 5th edition, well, actually, even mostly in 5th edition, the story comes first. And I may have gone a little overboard. But you guys are down in the final, stretch here. It's just
Yes,
you're also
the
out
final
of
stretch of all we're gonna die.
Yeah,
Final
well, it's like the final stretch of the whole campaign. It feels like so.
It's the final stretch for everyone.
I mean, we just got to make peace with the fact that this may have been a poorly constructed encounter, and we just.
I think it's been a very exciting encounter.
Well,
right. I'm not saying poorly constructed at all. I was just curious what the actual numbers were.
He wanted to brag about his body count.
Oh, okay.
No. Because I don't know what the body count is right now. I think Dag and Elise might be close to tied, but I haven't been counting.
I don't know. You took out a lot of people with those explosions.
The explosions.
It's the only reason that I think we're close to being tied.
Yeah, those explosions
Elise
definitely help.
been just
the problem with the encounter is not necessarily the difficulty, because I run hard encounters on it, generally speaking. Not in this game, because it's hard to make hard encounters in Alternity without throwing 72 bodies at you. But the fact is that this is the 3rd session in which we have been in this combat. That's the real problem. I would rather we were doing something other than this combat now. But here we are. And I can't just hand wave it, because it is life or death. Like, if you guys were fine, I'm just like, and we fade in and there's nothing but Saldrin and Zisiv corpses and you guys kill them all. But the fact that, like, this could be it. We should probably recap. There might be someone tuning in who's like, man, this combat sounds really rough. Who are these people? No, if you're wondering who these people are, we may not get to that, because it's probably just going to be lots of dice rolling. But if you like tactical combat, you're in the right place. Because it's going to be at least another hour of this shit. If not another 4. The crew of the Invoker is hunting down a lead looking for Elise's brother. And in order to hunt down that lead, they were told to rescue Dag. Now, they have gotten themselves trapped inside an abandoned villa out in the desert on a planet that's fairly insignificant. And they are having a Butch Cassidy Sundance Kid last stand against a company-sized force of Saldrosi troops. And they have whittled it down to just what's on this screen. Unfortunately, we ended last session with Hypost taking a mortal wound, his last wound box, which means he is now dying. And even if he's stabilized, he won't get back up because he doesn't have any wound boxes. And Razik spent all of his hero points healing Elise.
Well, some of it healing Hypost as well, but my rolls were shit.
There you go. So, last week, there was a weird bug going on with the stream where everyone but me, their voices were coming in way before their cameras moved. I have no idea why that happened. It shouldn't have happened. I don't know if it's happening again. Someone in chat, please tell me. Also, I don't know how to fix it. So, if it happens 3 weeks in a row, I guess I can't stream anymore, because I really don't know what to do. So, hopefully it's not happening this time. Alright. You guys ready to get into it? It's definitely not one of your turns.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, I'm in chat. Unpause. Alright, let's kick off with the Hypost theme. You know, maybe the last time we hear it, right?
Yes. This track's such a banger.
Alright, this officer's turn. He's going to shoot at Dag. Dag, you're in 75% cover. This is officer number...
Vegas' face. He's attacked. He was like...
This is how we cope with a 5-hour-long combat.
Yeah. It's just a banger. Also check Vegas' workout on Bandcamp.
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. Ah.
Alright, so Dag, he's going to burst fire you. He has a -3, which comes out to -1. And this is Officer 3, so he has no injuries whatsoever. Chow. He fucking missed with the 2. So I'm going to mark his ammo, because that's been a thing for this 5-hour-long combat. Is ammo.
Isn't usually.
And that makes it a 4 impulse action. The children are very loud. It is Flame Trooper 9's turn. Oh yes, Flame Trooper 9! Thank God for Flame Trooper 9, who has sat here rolling these dice and doing nothing for 3 impulse actions. We're able to actually act. Oh no, it's Hypoist's turn. Please give me a resilience check.
We're here to do it, boys.
If you succeed once, you will be stabilized.
Do the wound... I can't remember.
Wound penalties do not apply
count
to your death saves.
So
yeah.
It's just a straight roll.
Yep.
Oh, so close.
That's so close. So that's the first failure. 2 more of those, and you're deceased. Now, 5th edition, the game everyone's familiar with, except for people who literally never played it. But it's a role-playing stream. Every time you take damage, it marks a failure. But I don't know if that's actually how it works in this year game. So, I guess that's a 3 impulse action, because it is a skill check, right?
I mean, yeah, I would count it as that.
I'm not sure if resist is a... is it a resist?
It's resilience.
I mean,
Right, but it is a resist action.
Oh, which is a 1 impulse action.
Yeah, which it would be a 1 in...
Actually,
oh shit, that means that West can die before it gets to me.
Special skill challenge on your next act. It doesn't actually say it is a resist.
Okay.
So it's only one impulse?
So a standard skill check is 3 impulses. So I'm gonna make it 3
Right.
impulses.
Okay, good, because that means Ipoes would
You have
die
more
very
time.
quickly. Because I was all like, she's got, or sorry, Ipoes got three turns, three impulse, so 9 impulse before it becomes like a very worrisome. And then Chicken's like, maybe 1 impulse.
No, I didn't say that. That
changes.
was Vegas. Vegas is out for blood.
Yeah.
So there actually doesn't appear to be any rules that say that you can take wound boxes. Don't have wound boxes. It just says resilience check failures. That's it. So that means it doesn't matter that Hypois is on fire unless you heal him. Then he would take another wound box and Bob's your uncle. But it does mean that if a constant barrage of fire came in, it wouldn't kill Hypois.
As per the rule.
So that's 1 failure out of 3. 2 more failures, and we're going to have another new character on Dire Roll Lost Horizon for different, worse reasons. 1 success, however, and Hypois will be out of the fight. So it looks like Caddy has something to do. So that's good. Is Salgin Officer 4's turn.
I'll prep a character. I could start, just in case.
Alright, I'm gonna say since Dag is significantly higher up, and Hypois is unconscious and on the floor, I don't think Salgin Officer 4 has a shot on anyone, nor do I think he wants to expose himself. So I think he's just going to pass. Salgin Officer 2, however, is going to take a shot at Elise, who is in 75% cover. 1. He's going to burst fire. Alright, that was Officer 2. Just reloaded. Oh, he had a moderate wound, so he actually was supposed to have a minus D6. That's him. Dag, you're up.
All right.
A continent.
It has been established, I believe, that
You have your pistol
special movement, like any sort of, like if you have to make a check, like an athletics or whatever check during your movement, that's still part of the 2 impulse move, right?
Sorry, what?
So if I take a 2 impulse move, and part of that move like if I'm jumping, it requires the athletics check to see how far I jump. That's still part of the 2 impulses worth of move, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to double check where I'm at. That would put me in the 4 range. There's a whole bunch of people in the 4 range. That's a yes, but okay. Oh no, you're talking. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Perfect.
And we said this platform is approximately 8 meters above the floor. Or was it 4 meters above?
You are probably 2 meters off the ground.
2 meters. Oh, that's better. Okay, well,
Actually, probably 3. Let's say 3.
okay. We're gonna take a risk here.
Is now the time?
Yeah.
Go big
Yes.
or go home.
Yeah. Now is the time. Like, let's get the attention off of the dying captain on the platform.
Aw,
Dag
Dag likes me.
is going to... No, Dag just respects the chain of command and realizes that if the captain dies, everything goes to shit. So this is going to be a 2 impulse move.
Dag likes me.
climbing up on top of this and then jumping down.
Okay.
So would this be a fall? Because it's not really a jump, it's fall.
Yeah, he's trying to fall with style.
Okay. Let me look up falling style notwithstanding.
Style should give them some bonus resistance.
You know what? We'll figure it out. Okay, a fall of 2 to 3 meters is 1d6 damage.
But
An
like,
acrobatics check as a reaction to catch yourself before you fall. That's if you're knocked off a cliff. Okay, why don't you give me an acrobatics check?
I mean, yes, I will do that. I get a 1-step bonus to that. Guess what a success is?
10.
10.
Okay. So you're going to take a wound box equivalent of 1d6. Either a graze or a light wound is a light wound.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, look at me! I have light wounds to throw around.
Yeah, not many. Not like Hypois does. You know what? Since I'm throwing myself into the thick of things, I am gonna tack and evade onto that for 3 impulses
Okay.
total.
Are you done moving?
That's literally it. Just like hop down and like guns out to both sides. Like, all right, let's go.
Okay. So Alicia, Dag just jumped off the safety of the Alamo down into the pit of death.
We did
Okay.
lose the Alamo.
Don't remind me.
Just pointing out to Jake, who thought the Alamo was safe for some reason.
She's not wrong.
I know the Alamo well. I broke a window there.
Rip Davy Crockett. You did. Rip Davy Crockett. So optic bomb. What is the range on that thing?
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
area.
I gave you the stats of it like 6
Yeah.
sessions ago.
Yeah,
How
I
am
don't
I supposed
listen.
to remember?
I was trying to find it in the book, but I couldn't.
It's because it wasn't in the book. I made it, and then I gave you the stats. But I didn't write it down because I gave you the stats.
Yeah, you should know better than to give me stats for anything, because I'm not going to write them down.
Surely someone wrote it down.
Wasn't in my inventory.
Well, I
Wasn't in my inventory.
believe it had a 10-meter radius. Not a radius, 10-meter diameter. Or was it radius? I don't remember.
You're right.
Maybe
Can
it
you
was
get
a 510.
That actually sounds about right.
510.
Can you show me what that would be? Jesus, that's big. Well, okay, well.
Where would you
Oh.
like it?
I want to get as many of these people over on this side as I can.
Or like,
But I don't want to get us, though.
well, Hypos is fine.
Yeah, well, I
He's
mean, like,
unconscious.
could I potentially move it?
No one's
like-
in this blast.
Well, I'm just thinking,
That
like,
is
if
on
I
your
can put it,
team.
like, down a square and maybe over to the left one.
But like that.
She doesn't want it to drift onto the team.
Ah. So that.
Yeah, that way I can get all of them.
Okay. Because this is the point of origin, it would not hit the guys over here.
That's fine.
Okay.
So I'm gonna psychokinesis that.
Okay.
Check my minuses here. It's That's an average.
Okay. This is direct fire blast, so there you go. Boop. I don't recall this doing any damage.
It blinds them.
It blinds them. So all of these people are blind.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I am also now going to spend a hero point to charge them.
Okay, we are abandoning the cover. We're going for that big white.
Yep. Well.
So,
Better in close quarters, anyways.
so there's this thing in Arma 3, way back when. Back when MCC was being used. Where you can make armed civilians who, when confronted by the player, would draw a hidden weapon. And they had a voice line. But there was only one voice line. And it was, I ain't going down alone.
It led to war crimes.
It led to a war crime. Yes, but anyway, that voice line popped into my head when everyone just leapt from their cover down into the depths of pain and death. I ain't going down alone.
Yeah, I mean that's what at least you would do. So I'm gonna.
Are you also leaping off?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I think actually I think part of your mind over body is like reduced fall, right? Or is that just increased jump?
I could leap up like 200 meters or something.
No, you can't leap 200 meters.
Two times, sorry, or 200 times. Where the hell is it?
200%.
200%. There was a 200 in there.
I'm gonna say instead of acrobatics, I'll let you roll mind over body to see if you resist the fall damage.
See, I'd actually rather do the acrobatics because I have a +4 step in that.
Oh, then that makes sense. We'll do that. Where are you going? Is the first question.
Probably here.
Okay. All the blind people.
Yeah, I'm just going to take down the blind people.
Okay. Let's not take that out of context, everybody.
Noted.
Thank you.
Cool, cool,
Oh my
cool,
God, I
cool,
love
cool,
mine.
cool, cool.
Cool. I'm just gonna start taking out the blind. All right.
Don't
So
say it again. We can soundbite it.
so give me an acrobatics check.
Yeah, I did. I got a 9, which I barely failed.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Y'all are doing
You
some
take a
really
wound.
cool stuff when I'm not.
Yeah,
around
I
to
know,
tell
which
you
is
what to
annoying
do.
because it put me at a fucking.
It's a light
serious-
wound.
Yeah, I don't have any light wound boxes.
Well, then it's a higher than the light wound. You're mad at me? You're the one who jumped off a ledge.
No. I'm trying to decide if I want to spend a hero point. That.
Do you have anything underneath it?
Huh?
Do you have any wound boxes underneath it?
No.
Then you can't reduce it.
No, sorry, not resistant. Make that a success because that was a skill check, not attack.
But it's in combat.
Yeah, it's still in combat.
Damn it.
In combat, the only hero points you can spend is to take an action, which you already did just now, or to reduce a wound to lower severity.
That's annoying. Okay. Well, now I got a serious one, but I'm down here.
That sucks.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So at least he leaps off, and the entire room hears a crack.
Don't worry about it.
The best part is Rizik is too busy dealing with an on fire Ipwest while being on fire himself to say, "Don't jump!" Like, you know, because he just healed Ursurius and 2 moderate, which he all gained back in 1 turn.
Does that count as a charge?
Yeah. If you
Okay.
move and then attack, it is a charge.
All right. So, I'm trying to remember all the minuses. 1 step for
Rizik's
that.
over here like, don't run with scissors, guys.
Minus 1
What
step.
is that?
Oh, I had a joke. When Elise, landed and there was a crack, I was gonna say, well, that's why you have 2 legs. You have one to use and one as a spare.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, go for minuses.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Serious wound, you get a -2.
Yes. I get a +1 charging.
Okay, because you're a melee expert. Yes.
Yep. And then just because it's my
Specialty.
specialty. Yep.
Okay, you're at a flat. And then a -1 because you're attacking with both weapons.
Yes. -1. Now here's the thing. The +1 I think I only have on my side blades, right? Doesn't count towards my vibroblade?
I don't think so.
Okay. Because I had the side blade and the vibroblade out.
Okay. As a cyanide, I believe you can draw up
I
to
think it
2 side blade. Oh, I think as part of binary star, you could swap
I can
weapons
I
if
can
you
just
want.
swap it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
just like gunslinger, where you can just like
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
I thought it
you
was
can
an
do
extra.
a hot swap.
But
Yeah.
if I could do that, I'm just gonna hot swap. So I'm at a -1 total.
Yep. Deliver death upon resistive infantry. Which one are you attacking first?
This one.
Cool. I didn't like that one anyway.
That was a miss.
You missed. You want to attack him again?
Yep.
Oh wait. He's blind.
Oh right.
Enemies get a +2 bonus to the attack. So you didn't get a -1. You got a +1. So you rolled a 3.
I still missed. The next one's like a stellar though.
Okay. Well, he's dead then, because he's insignificant next to the power of
Yeah.
police. Yeah.
And you know what? I'll spend 1 more hero point.
Oh my
Go
gosh,
again.
we're going for it,
Yeah, well,
I mean, when else are we gonna do it?
right?
true. I've been just sitting on them, so may
Backs
as well.
against the wall.
So they're blind, so I get a +2 step which
Correct.
is a one. Because I have a minus one.
Yes. After all the shit, it's a +1.
I don't have my notepad open. Got it next.
They're minions and you have AP. Did you hit?
Yes.
They're dead. Roll
I
again?
can shift and then hit again, right?
Well, it's technically before or after the attack.
Okay. Well, I
Technically,
mean,
you gotta attack him.
hit that guy. I hit him.
And he's dead now, you can shift.
Now I shift there.
Okay.
Okay.
So, that was a 3 impulse telekinesis.
Mhm.
Psychokinesis. Then
Yep.
it was a hero point with a charge.
Yep.
Then it was a hero point.
Yep.
6.
Damn.
Flame Trooper 12.
This is going big or going home.
Flame Trooper 12 can no longer see anyone because Hypois is prone. So even though he can see the token, he definitely can't see the man.
See, and now he doesn't have a target, so he can't possibly hit Razik. You're welcome.
Right, so he's gonna do a he's gonna peek around this corner, so he's half concealed. And then that was a move action. Alright, resistive infantry red, and I almost clicked on it, but I'm smarter than that. Okay. This group here can't see anybody. That's good. This group here can't see anybody. This group here can see Elise. These guys are blind. Okay, Elise, give me 1 dodge check. There's an infantry way over here. What are you doing, you jackwagon?
Does she get any bonuses for cover? Oh, no, they're going in through the window, so
Yeah.
the cover would be negated, yeah.
So, mind your wound penalties. But I think for dodge, you get mind over body bonuses, right?
I do, but I also have minuses because my arm, which actually just makes it a flat. So
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Okay, you don't take any wounds. Alright, Sergeant Officer number 4 is blind. He's gonna go total defense. I don't think I have a thing for this. Oh, this looks like cool. He's like Spider-Man holding back the subway train in the last good Spider-Man movie. Actually, no. The new ones are pretty good. Can't say that anymore. Alright, Razik, you're up.
So I looked at the rules of medicine. I was at 5 out of 6.
Rules of medicine.
I was at 5 out of 6
They
for
call that
that
the Hippocratic Oath.
for that critical on IPOest.
That's a good joke.
If I fail 3 times, I cannot work on it anymore. But if I stopped working on it, I can pick it up later. So I'm gonna stop working on that, and I'm gonna stabilize IPOest.
Okay.
Now I feel like a fucking dumbass because I did that, but I did not read the bonuses I get when I stabilize instead of critical. So hold on.
You get a lot of goddamn bonuses. You have a med pack, right? +2.
Yes, +2. Okay. So I have a -2 because I now have a serious wound, which negates the +2 that I get from the med pack. So we're at a flat 0.
You get +1 because you're a medic, and then you get +1 because you are specialized for total +2.
Nope, I got +1 because I'm a technician in medicine. I got a +1 for first aid. I got a +1 because medicine in com. So that's a +3 total so far. And when I stabilize people, every success I get +1 success on any success.
But stabilize, you just need 1 success.
For this scene, but if I get 3, IPOS is fully stable. We don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay.
So
there
I
you
got
go.
4 successes
Hypois, you're stable.
Yeah.
for the rest of your life. And that was a 2 impulse
the rest
action.
of my life. I don't know that Hypowest is that stable.
Okay.
I don't know the Hypoist has ever been stable.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was a 2 impulse action?
Yes, because being a doctor is awesome.
Flame Trooper 10 is going to... Wow. Actually, now that you've moved up, you've actually complicated the issue.
Yep.
He doesn't want to flame you, because then he'll flame himself.
Mm-hmm. That was actually
Okay.
part of the reason I went there.
He thought about it.
Unless... he aims at the wall beside you. He's going to take a 2-meter step back and do that.
I can't wait for it to drift back in his face.
He has a moderate wound, so there's a -1 step, so that's a flat 20. 14, I believe, is an average hit, which for a direct fire weapon on target. That means
2-4.
yes, but this will not go all the way up to Hypois. Oh, look at that. You're in the outer edge, Dag.
Right, and that's
1d8
remind me, it's a D8
energy.
energy. I'm gonna tank it.
Okay. That's 5 energy. You're coming your way.
So that's 2, so that's a graze.
Okay.
And I have to make a dodge check to avoid being on fire.
Yep, and that was a 4 impulse action for
Now this dodge
pod
check
racing. Oh, sorry.
to avoid being on fire is not a reaction, right?
Correct. This is just
Okay.
this is
okay.
this is an instant free resist. Yes.
All right. No wound penalties. Any modifiers?
No.
Okay. It's a success.
Okay. Sergeant officer don't see nobody. He's gonna pass until red. Flame Trooper 9. Flame Trooper 9's still trying to move this box. I post.
I'm stable.
Yeah. Look at you.
Hanging out right here.
Yep. I'm just gonna move you to the next round.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
Sergeant Officer 3 can't see it. Gonna pass the head. Jack, you're up.
So I realize this is more character decision and it can't necessarily be discussed well in combat, but we're playing a role-playing game. I need your guys' opinion. Does Dag take out all of these people at the windows? Or does he go over towards the eastern wing and start dealing with these guys over here?
Is Dag the type who's just trying to get us out, or is he like vindictive enough to like say I'm taking all these boys out?
He's currently in kill 'em all mode because he thinks he's going to die.
Okay. Because like I wasn't sure if it was like if we get the windows cleared, we can get out of here. Like if it was self-preservation or if it was kill them all mode.
It's kill 'em all.
I mean, then he probably wouldn't go for the windows.
Okay.
He'd probably
That's
go for
right.
the last guy to shoot at him as his first target.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kill them all mode.
Yeah, that's fair. So we are going to go ahead and that's the wrong 2-meter shift here.
He's got no cover because he stepped back away from cover.
And he's getting double blasted.
Getting double blasted.
Yeah, that's probably. I don't have any wound penalties either. So there's that. This guy is not a Saldrin.
He is not. He's a Ziv.
All right, so I'm gonna hot swap to the laser pistols on him.
Okay.
So I get a +2 with the laser pistols. And then I have a -2 because I'm shooting both of them. That's a flat 20. That's a 7. That's an excellent.
I forget how. Yes, Dag is Dag. Got you.
Let me grab these. Laser pistol. So he's gonna take 7, 8, and then double tap.
Wait. 7 and 8?
Yeah.
Dead.
Well, I'm gonna double tap anyway because it's a free, and as he's going down, he's getting 2 more into him.
Actually, as with double tap, does it specify you have to target the same guy? Because I know with dual pistols, you target the same.
Let me double check. I believe it is the same target, but let's see.
If it's explicit, then it's. and an immediate follow-up attack on the same target. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that was a 3 impulse because you didn't aim.
I didn't aim. We're gonna. Let me see. Can this boy over here see me now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack and evade on it. 4 impulses.
Okay. Flame Trooper 12. Flame Trooper 12 is going to go here and here. And from here he can see Razik. And that's going to be a 2 impulse move. Sergeant Officer 2 is going to shoot at Dag. I believe this is close range. Yep. Using a Officer 2 has a moderate wound, so he gets a -1, so it's going to be a total of +1. Going to burst fire.
He also, because I'm evading, that is a -3.
Okay, so he's got a -2. 13 is pretty good. I think he hit you. He did. Average hit. Assault laser. This is going to deal 2 wounds because he burst fired. Yeah, so that is 2 energy damage twice.
I take it on the armor.
Okay. And that was a 4 impulse action. Alright, red infantry's turn. This group can't see anyone. Elise, you're gonna give me. Oh wait, how does blinded? How does it go away?
I believe it's an active resist.
I believe I specified some time on it, right?
I feel like you did, but I don't remember what it was.
I think it was like 15 seconds, which is a full round. So I'm going to say they're blinded until the end of the start of next round.
Sound fair?
Yeah.
Kind of amorphous. I'm going to have them total defense. Total defense. Razik officer is going to continue total defensing. Razik, you're up.
Okay, so we've established that now that IPOS is stabilized, the fire wouldn't do anything, or would it put IPOS back into potentially a dying situation?
Gosh, don't know.
I mean, I don't have any wound boxes. Like, mechanically speaking.
Common sense dictates that if she gets hurt again, she would go back into.
Yeah. Even if the rules
So
don't
that's what we're
state.
going to go with until I find rules contradicted in either direction. I'm going to go with the common sense. Stupid.
Sounds fake, but okay.
Well, I would like to use my action to remove the fire from IPWest. I'm not sure what action that would be.
Oh, it's technically a dodge check.
Fair enough, I'm done with doing that.
Okay.
So I just get a flat -2, and that's it. I'm gonna tack on a concentrate for a +1 impulse, so that would be a 4 impulse action for a +1, which puts me at -1. IPOS is no longer on fire.
I
Hey.
have such good friends.
Okay, and that was a 3 impulse.
4, because I tacked on a concentrate.
Actually, technically, yeah, okay. Sergeant Officer 1 can barely see Dag. So, Dag, you're going to have half cover, and you're dodging. And Officer 1 is uninjured, so this is going to be, once again, a minus. Totally missed with a -1. You did burst fire, so that's 1 impulse action. Escalate his ammo count. Have to escalate the. No, actually. Officer 3 is going to take a 2 impulse move. Flame Trooper 9 This box is Flame Trooper 12. Flame Trooper 12 is going to shoot Razik. Flame Trooper 12 has a serious wound. That is a -2 step. That means he's at a -1. Oof.
Since you interrupted the combat for a little bit of session, that means it's a new combat round. I want to use my reaction, so add one impulse to me to lucky miss it.
Okay. I'm just gonna say it misses you. End. Alright, at least you're up. Combat's gone on long enough.
Yeah. So can I shift through one of them to get like here?
Because they're blind, yes.
Okay.
Normally, no.
Yeah, because I can't see anyone else, so I'd like to. Yes, I know it moved through a wall. GM said it was okay. Okay. This guy first. I believe we established it was just +1, right?
Yes, but he is total defensing, which negates the blind penalty.
So it's -1. Nope.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Leap. Alright, you already stepped, so that's
Hmm.
Alternate Officer 3. Hit. Here. Since I was a 2-meter step, he's going to shoot at you with the -3, and you're dodging for -3, so it's total of -6. He gets a +2, so it's -4. First fire. You missed.
-4. Sucks.
I post. Razik. Take a graze.
Yep.
Alright, Hypos, since you're not conscious this round, I'm just gonna give you a +8 impulses. Dag, you're up.
Alright, now the boys over here are starting to pay attention to him, so he's gonna hot swap to his flechette pistols.
Okay.
Take 2 meters here, and blast at this boy.
Okay, he has 35% cover.
So that's a -3?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a +1 on the flechette pistols. It's a -2. I'm not gonna aim. I think I'm just gonna preemptively tack on an evade. So I'm at a -2. 15 on firearms is a stellar. So with a flechette pistol, he's gonna take 12 twice. 12, so 12 4 times.
Okay, well, he's dead. Which one was that, number 2?
Yeah, this guy right there. So 4 impulses, I tacked on a dodge.
Okay. Red infantry. No shot. You guys are gonna move. Hut, 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 hut. Blah, no shot. New round, these guys are no longer blind. Soudern is also no. Okay, this guy's going to take a step back, and they're going to combine fire with the help of the officer. So the officer has a passive ability. If he's like in 5 feet of one or more of a group of infantry, he counts as 1 towards their combined fire. This has been going on the entire time. I didn't feel the need to specify it until now, but this is why this is happening when there's only 2 citizens of infantry. So make it a dodge check.
Okay. What minuses do I have here? Just my wounds and my.
Just your wounds, yeah.
Did I do it? So. Damn it! Missed it by 1.
You take a graze?
I may or may not be out of serious wounds, y'all.
Okay, Sergeant Officer 4 going to step up. Got at least fire. Sergeant Officer 4 has a light wound, which is no penalty. He normally has a +2. Yes. 21. That is a stellar. Means you're going to be taking 3 wounds from this. It deals max 12 energy price. You're down?
All I have left.
Down? She was muted the whole time, but she is down.
My bad.
Okay. That was a 4 impulse action. Zeke, you're up.
Well, we're in a very problematic situation. But first, if there's any chance of us surviving this or me being able to help, I need to stop being on fire. So I'm gonna go prone and try to stop being on fire.
Okay.
So -2 because of my serious, and +1 because I'm prone for a -1 to dodge. Nope.
Okay. That was a 1 impulse action. Officer 1 can't see anyone. He's going to pass until red, which is 9. Oh my god! You moved the box. Took all combat.
You know
Well.
what? I'm so glad it took this long.
Troopers have a sidearm. This flame trooper rushes up to you and tries to hit you with the butt of his flamethrower. You are prone, which is going to give him a
A bonus of 1,
yeah.
I believe.
I think it's +1. Target is prone. +1 step. Okay, so he gets a +2 step. He is flame trooper 12. He has serious wounds, so that negates all of that. So flat 20. That is a miss. 4 impulses because he charged. Let me see. Me resilience check.
Okay.
Do not count your wound penalties.
No.
That is 1 failure.
Oh no.
Razik, you're up.
I really need not to be on fire, so I'm gonna try again.
Okay. You want to attack on?
I was 1 short. No, I don't want to attack on a concentrate yet.
I was going to ask if you wanted to attack on a dodge.
Oh, a dodge for because he's attacking me? Yeah, sure. Because
Actually,
I
he's
want to
flame
be.
trooper 12, right? You have lots of time before he hits you again.
Okay, so yeah, for now just 1.
Okay. Sergeant Officer 3 has a small shot on Dag. He's going to take it. Sergeant Officer 3 has no wounds, and so therefore with 75% cover, but you're evading. Roll minus. What? Okay. Them's the breaks. 15. That is a excellent. So you were going to take this twice because you burst fire. 9 energy twice.
So that's 6 twice. However, I am full on light wounds, so that's 2 moderates.
Okay, and that was a 4 impulse action. Red infantry's turn. Only one of the red infantry can see Dag, so he's just going to take the shot. I believe
Still evading.
Yeah, it's still evading, so it's -1. That's a miss. Okay. Those guys can't see anyone because you are elevated. These guys can't see anyone because you are elevated. These 2 guys can see Dag and the sergeant officers right here. Dag, give me a dodge check. No pluses. So it's not a guaranteed success
Right.
here.
Right. That's a success.
Actually, I think it's better if they... Well, you can't do that, can't you? Ah, well. That's a success, okay.
Yeah.
And then they're both going to shift forward. That's going to be impulse action. Sergeant Officer 1. No sight. Pass till red. Zeke, you're up.
If I do a 1 impulse, I'm still good for a little bit. So 1 impulse, try to stop being on fire. Yay!
You did it.
I'm no longer on fire.
Jack.
I have a garbage shot on this guy that just
Okay.
shot me. I've got a real good shot on the guy that just took down Elise.
No, because you're shooting through 2 infantry, so technically you don't.
Right, but if I shoot through them,
And miss.
I could take them out in the process.
It's true.
So that's what I'm going to do. What's my minus for shooting?
-2.
-2? I still have my
Shot pistols out.
flechette pistols out, so we're going to keep those out. So I get a +1 from those. I have a -1 from moderate wound, so that negates, so I'm at a total of a -2.
Are you double shotting?
I am.
So -4?
Yeah, so it's a total of a -4. I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
Right now, it's just a 3 impulse, but I'm probably tacking an evade on.
Okay.
8 is average.
Average.
Yeah,
Officer. Okay.
that's unfortunate and excellent. I could have double tapped him. So he's going to take 4 and 8 physical damage.
Okay, he has 5 physical armor, so he's only going to take a light wound once. But he already has his light wound box check, so that's a moderate wound.
And in the process of doing that, we are going to tack on an evade, and we're going to that gives him a better shot. Yeah, we're gonna back away. Yeah, right there. That's good.
Officer 4 is going to behind this box. Flame Trooper 9 going to move up. C-Dag there. That was a 2 impulse move. Zeke, you're up.
So I saw Lucy go into that room, and now the Excessive are coming in, so it's good to presume that something happened. But I got a Flame Trooper on my
Like,
ass.
literally is standing over you, yeah. To point out, he's just like, he looks really badly wounded.
Rizik always has. Oops. Sorry, it was my push to talk that closed that door. Weird that my push to talk closes. Anyway, I
was
always
like,
have my
wait,
gun out.
what? Like in real life? I was confused.
I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot him.
Like prone on your back, just bam. Okay.
Yep.
No
Okay, so
penalties.
he's not dodging.
Nope.
I'm super wounded. I super wounded. I'm the GM.
I didn't do it, Caddy.
Yourself.
So technically I'm at -1. Oh no, he's not dodging, so I'm at a flat 0 because of my laser sight. So I'm at a flat 0. I'm gonna aim for +1.
Okay. That's a good roll. 16. Got to be at least excellent.
We did
12. He's dead.
Yes.
it. Oh
We did it.
Jesus.
Rizik's really.
The only flame trooper left
I'm
is the one who was really late to the party.
And that was a 3-4 impulse.
Okay, Elise, give me another resilience check, please. 18. You are stable for the rest of the scene.
Yeah.
I'm going to remove Hypos and Elise from the combat tracker.
Makes sense.
Okay. Red infantry's turn. These guys are going to form a bit of a firing line.
I don't know if it makes a difference, but that wasn't
Dad,
excellent.
give me a dodge check.
Jacob, does that make a difference? It wasn't excellent.
Yes, you're stable for like a day, I think, at this point.
Yes. With 2 successes, you are stable until... You're stable for 8 hours.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That is exactly what I needed to fail.
Okay, take a graze.
I don't have any grazes. I don't have any light wounds. I don't have any moderate wounds. I have a serious wound. Now I don't have any more serious wounds.
Alright, well, do it again. I'll fucking do it again. Alright, you're good.
Success.
Okay. So that's 3. Officer 1 still can't see shit. Pass. Officer 4 can see Dag. He's going to burst fire Dag. Dag, you are dodging.
Yep.
Officer 4 has a moderate wound. So that is a total of a -2. Burst fire. I think that is still a hit.
That better not be a hit.
That is a hit. 2 damage twice. Energy.
Take it on the armor.
Nice. Flame Trooper 9. Flame Trooper 9 does not know the situation inside of here. That is a fact.
Right.
So he is going to take cover and await orders. Because he doesn't want to fire into his own comrade. In fact, once these guys are here, this officer can see them and will probably tell him to do. This makes sense. So that's going to be a 1 impulse move. Out Officer 3 can barely see Dag. I'm going to give you 75% cover. And, oh wait, you know what I just realized? 75% cover and dodge do not stack.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So Sergeant Officer 3 has no wounds, so he just has a -3. The burst fire, he got an X.
He has no
No.
wounds.
Dag's down.
7 energy damage twice.
Yeah, it does. It literally doesn't matter what you roll. Dag's
Okay.
down.
Flame Trooper 9 again is going to pass until one of the officers. Hey Dag, give me a resilience check.
Oh, hey, you know how I mentioned that 1 serious wound was enough for Dag to fill up his serious wounds?
Yeah?
You know what that means?
No.
His vitality is 3. Guess what he doesn't have points in?
Resilience?
Ooh.
He doesn't he doesn't go down.
No.
That's a fail.
Okay. It's 1 fail. Razik, your turn.
Rizik will do the only thing that's logical to do in this case. He's gonna yell from behind the Alamo. Let me stabilize my compatriots, and I surrender.
The game master in me wants to say yes. But the storyteller in me is like, these Saladin aren't gonna let this motherfucker live after all the...
I mean,
But I don't want him to roll another character an hour into session. So for the sake of game, they accept your terms. Combat's over. Go stabilize Dag.
I'll do a roll just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
You get an additional +1 to that.
Well, it doesn't matter because you got like 4 successes or 3
Okay.
successes.
Do you
So.
want to tell him why you got an additional +1? Because it's actually relevant.
So as Razik is tending to Dag's wounds to stabilize, he notices that Dag's muscles and relevant biological tissues and whatnot are beginning to stitch themselves back together on their own.
That's weird. He's gonna take note of that. There's questions to be asked.
Okay.
And once again, we go into a direction that Jaken probably did not account for.
No, but no one's dead, so I see this as a total win. Except I didn't kill Caddy. Dang it.
Ha 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 ha.
Alright, Zeka's the only unconscious one. I'm gonna roleplay with you for a bit.
Yep.
You guys have been disarmed
Obviously.
and gathered
Again.
up. And you note as the Saladin are speaking, probably don't speak Saltrosi.
No, I believe, yeah, no.
However, give me an awareness check. I know what you.
Since I probably haven't healed, that's gonna be with a -2, so I need a 5 minimum. Oh, Average.
All right, despite the swollen eye, well, I guess in this case, despite
The burns
the
everywhere.
flesh peeling off of your eyelids, you do notice that these guys they scanned each of your faces, and two of the officers are having what seems to be an energetic conversation as they look at the results.
We have that effect on people.
Oh yeah.
Eventually, a large Saldrosi dropship lands. Stretchers are brought out. Actually, probably like 4 landers drop, and a whole shit ton of stretchers are brought out. They're not just here to pick up their captives; they're also here to pick up all the bleeding and dying Zisivi, and yeah, there's a lot of injured. You guys, almost wiped out an entire company by yourselves. Pat yourselves on the back.
As you do.
To be fair, that's what Alicia's trained to do, so she did good.
Yep. All right, Razik, you are cuffed.
Yep.
Yep. And you're brought inside the dropship at gunpoint, of course, and you're brought up to the. I believe we'd established that there was a Saldrosi cruiser in orbit. Not quite a dreadnought, not one of their massive warships of fuck offness, but a sizable craft that could definitely take the Involucre in an even match. I mean, they wouldn't even register that the Involucre shot at them by the time I took it out.
Yeah.
Big ship. It's a capital ship. It's just not big honking.
Not that it mattered, by the way, but Rizik would have said that the guns are not necessary. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, you don't get a whole lot of back and forth. Yeah. So you're now inside of a Saldrosi ship. There is an acrid smell, almost sulfuric, and of course it is just like it's just north of comfortable in terms of heat. It's like these are lizard people. They like the warmth, but they're not like it's not completely debilitating. But it is like the atmosphere of the ship is humid and hot. It's like June in South Texas. It's super not pleasant, but they're used to it. You're probably like, oh boy, this isn't gonna be good.
No, I'm more than oh boy. I'm having flashbacks because you remember there's a whole scene where a
Saldrin interrogated you. I wonder if that's gonna happen again.
Please don't.
No. What do you mean you want? You're the DM.
Yeah, but I haven't made up my mind.
If it's the same. Hello again. Oh no.
Didn't we kill that guy?
No.
Yes, I did. No, actually, no.
He's 100% not dead.
Oh.
We left him on a piece of debris.
Yeah, you sent him hurtling off in a zero-G space.
Into space.
No, not
yeah.
Back into the space station.
Aww.
He's 100% still alive. He may be one of the final villains of the campaign.
He might be really mad at us, actually.
Slightly.
Unfortunately, everyone is maxed out on wound boxes, is that correct?
Pretty much.
So, like, at a minimum, to get you guys back up, it's going to take at least a day?
Mm-hmm.
Some surgery.
Yeah, unless I can do emergency surgery on them, which I doubt they will allow me, so it would be less dated.
And for some reason, they don't trust Azrician doctors.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
maybe
strange.
a diplomatic incident.
Maybe sometime a year ago or a year or more ago, an Azrician let someone die under the knife, and they just they have it out.
Oh no! You know what else I just realized?
What?
Because this is the first time it's happened in the campaign.
Yeah.
One of the player characters is human.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It's a good thing you're playing an expendable character.
Today, I janitor. But back in the Crest League, I very proficient surgeon. I operate on Saldrosi diplomat. I accidentally kill him. But I actually very good surgeon.
My
Did
very
it
good
on
surgeon.
purpose.
It's not accident. I let him die on purpose.
My name is Rizika Gorazan, and I used to be a registered doctor.
I still got my license, don't ask.
Used to be.
I love the fact that that scene was referenced in Cyberpunk.
I don't know what you
Yes.
guys are quoting. I know that's sacrilege, and you guys are gonna.
It's from
The Office.
Was it Office or Parks and Rec?
Oh,
Oh, maybe Parks and Rec. The actor's in both, so it's hard to tell which one it is, and
I've
they're
seen
both
all of
hilarious.
Parks and Rec, a great show, but I've never seen The Office. Every time I'm like, I should watch The Office, it's never on Netflix.
Anyway, it's a really good scene.
Could it be Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Either way,
It's one of those comedies.
you
Yes.
you exist in an overheated, vastly uncomfortable cell, and hours go by, and everyone gains a hero point.
Oh, now you give it.
Mm-hmm.
He does kind of hand those out like candy, though.
Yeah, but at the wrong time. I needed that like a scene ago.
Okay. Everyone who has a mortal wound, clear your light wounds, then clear your mortal wound, then gain a light wound. Oh, and also everybody clear your grazes, obviously.
Boy, I'm pretty rough still. Better than I was, though. Better than I was.
We just got you fixed too.
Yep.
Oh
We
yeah,
took
I
the
know.
time to get you fully fixed.
I don't
It's
know
like
why,
almost.
when I
It's
heard
almost intentional.
got you fixed, I kind of, for some reason, thought, I'm like, oh, hypos can't have kids anymore? That's just where it went.
Like a dog.
All right. So the three of you are kind of in and out of consciousness at this point, and you all kind of see each other on like gurneys, and you also see Razik handcuffed and walking with you. Razik, it appears they are transferring you. Your cruiser has docked with another craft, and you are transferring over. It isn't any more pleasant. The lighting is still red and dim, and there seems to be a haze off on the ground, you know, just kind of acrid.
You should really talk to
Mist.
them about how dangerous this is for your health.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
sure they would take that well.
the moisture in the air probably isn't great for open wounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
And honestly, Razik probably complained, and it just fell on deaf ears if they
All
have
right,
ears.
you're brought into a very similar looking holding cell, and more hours pass, and by now the three of you are conscious. Unfortunately, none of you are in a position where you can talk to one another. You're just kind of left with your own thoughts, which I'd like to ask each of you, starting with Razik. He's had the most time to digest what's going on. How's Razik feeling right now? Going through.
He's well. First, he's kind of panicked to a certain degree in regards to he's afraid of having the same thing happen. Like we made jokes about it, but he's legit nervous about that happening again. Being a person of the caliber that he is, losing control of who he is and his senses and his action is really worrisome for him. Like he really did not enjoy that episode, and he's not looking to having that happen again. So he's on the lookout for that. He's worried mostly about Hypo West and Elise. Sorry, Dag, you're like still a very good guy, but just not there. He has a lot of questions to ask Dag regarding like how did he end up in this specific situation, and especially what the heck is he? Because he's human, but he's not human. So yeah, he's anxious, he's frustrated, and he's feeling the desperation of the situation. Is pretty much how it's going.
Okay. Hypoist. How's Hypoist feeling?
I think Hypoist is kind of surprised and not necessarily ungrateful to like have woken up at all, but also like feeling very much like there wasn't any point. Like, why would they even patch us up? We're on a Saldran ship, like this is it. So he's wallowing as opposed to like trying to think of solutions. He's
Okay.
just like, yeah, he's like, this is it, now we're done, and I was never able to do anything, and I never made the world any better. Yeah, you know, really in his own head about it.
So what you're saying is Hypolis has finally caught a glimpse of the real world.
I don't think it'll stick, but
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fair. All right, Elise, you're up.
Elise's fuming.
She's
She
just
can't
pacing,
pace.
like limp
Well,
pacing
Yeah.
on her broken leg.
And when I'm not when I'm calm enough, I'm trying to meditate to heal myself because the first chance she gets, she's going to try and start killing soldiers who
Oh,
get out.
your cell has this little tiny orange light
I
that
figured.
bathes the room in this, and you can't hear so much as you can think this pitch, this constant
Yeah.
that makes it
Yeah.
incredibly difficult to focus on your psionics.
I figured
It
that
is
would
a
be the
minus
case.
3 set bonus to use any psionic ability on top of your wound penalties. So for you, it would probably be a hero point to do it, which means you could because you're heroic. But other than that, I mean, you're risking a minus 2d6. Sorry, minus 2d20.
Oh, I'm aware. Like
Okay.
I said, she's
But
trying.
I do want to
Maybe
point that out
not
that they have
necessarily
taken special
succeeding.
precautions to
I would assume so. They
hinder
have
your
a
psionics. All
they
right.
have a wanted to tell me, but she's furious. She's gonna do everything in her power to killing and get Riri.
Okay.
That's why they did the whole
Yeah.
light thing.
Dag. How's Dag feeling? It's our first window into his inner monologue.
Yeah, Dag's surprised to be alive. That shouldn't have been how that went down. He's concerned about the crew that came to rescue him, whether they survived or not. And also how much they know about the militia, because if they're going to be interrogated, he doesn't know if they're going to crack. So his first instinct is to immediately get up and start searching the room for any sort of computer access panel, any sort of like what's the locking mechanism on the door look like, and whatever he needs to get the hell out of here. And if he can't get the hell out, whatever he can grab as a makeshift weapon to attack the first thing that comes in so he can get out.
Okay, let me kind of describe these cells. The floor is grated metal, and the walls is kind of like this corrugated lines, kind of like a vertically placed sound foam. However, they're kind of jagged, and also they are constantly emitting heat. They are hot to the touch. So the walls themselves are like, tss, ah. And in place of a door, there's just this red energy shield. And
then I assume a cot and a toilet.
Yeah, a toilet, more like a protruding hole in the wall. But yeah, and then a metal cot with no pillow or anything like that.
Right.
It's maximum
warm.
uncomfortable.
That's hot.
How is the cot attached to either the floor or the wall?
There's no visible nuts and bolts. This is future tech. It's literally just like slotted into the wall.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Finally, each of you are brought out of your facility. Now, they take special care with the Dorak. They shock the shit out of you, and you kind of in a fog, and during the fog, they clasp these massive manacles on you that are linked both legs and hands together, and they place rather painfully this device on your temple that digs into your head a little bit, and that same pitch is now louder in your mind. It looks like they've implanted some kind of dampener into your side of your head.
What dicks?
Now she's madder.
More mad. Anyway, each of you are brought through corridors, being escorted by a cadre of your own personal Saldran guards, and one by one, you are brought into a dimly lit room that's a little bit cooler than the rest. And unlike the rest, where everything's red lit and ominous, this room has white light. pointed directly at the chairs that you are clapped into, one at a time. First Razik, then Hypoist, then Elise. And you're all brought into the same room.
Oh,
you
cool.
kind of
We're in a room together.
Right, and so you kind of acknowledge each other, and then finally, after more time than before, finally Dag is brought in. But when Dag is placed into his chair and strapped in, he gets just a happy little punch to the jaw that wasn't given to any of you. Just a slug straight to the jaw. Dag, you hear a little crack, not pleasant.
In absolute pure cowboy badass moment, like he takes the punch, stays to the side.
Yeah. All right.
Classic.
And then the last of the guards leave, and then a door behind the lights opens. You can kind of see the red light of the hallway behind it, and an intimidating-looking Saldran approaches. Now, most Saldran wear dull black armor. This one is wearing a glossy, shining black armor that is adorned with gold trims and golden chains that link his pauldrons and, for his wallet. You get it. He almost jingles a bit as he walks.
Would I be able to roll like culture to see who we're dealing with?
Absolutely.
Cool. I have.
Fortunately, your head is very foggy from all the bullet holes.
I mean, yeah, and the fire. I
Yeah.
have -3, but I also have specialized in the Saldrosi Empire.
Yep.
So.
And I'm going to give you an additional +1 step.
Cool. So that's an even D20.
It's a good roll.
That is a good roll. That's an excellent.
With an excellent, you identify him as a captain in the Imperial Navy.
All right. So this is his ship.
This is his ship.
Yeah, then I'll kind of like half-heartedly charm.
Actually, since you got an excellent, I'll give you a little bit better. He has the golden denotions of not just a captain, but a captain of a dreadnought, which means you have been moved to a dreadnought.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll kind of just be like, "Thank you for the lovely stay, Captain. It's a beautiful dreadnought you have."
Yeah, cool.
Just
so,
like
in the shadows before you, concealed as the light's kind of blasting on each of you, there is a table. And he comes up in front of it, but so that he is between the table and you, and he kind of sits on it just a little bit. And you can
he's a good cop.
Yeah. So now you guys can kind of see him silhouetted. You can kind of see his facial features because Saldran heads kind of jut forward a bit. He's kind of got this orange skin or scales that are freckled with bronze that reflect off the light. And he's got like these kind of ridge scales going from his forehead down his back, and he's looking around at the four of you with slow, smooth movements, and he's kind of got this casual stance, and then finally he moves aside his sort of what do you call that, tabard, and unholsters his pistol, plants it on the table. He says, "I'm Captain Glashar, the Saldrosi Imperial warship Antongi. I want you to know that by my hand, with a flick of my weapon, I control all four of your lives and how long they last. I want to establish this so that we are all clear, because you wild cluster vagabonds have been known to be plucky, and I have no tolerance for plucky."
The fuck did you just call me?
Now, get down to why I haven't executed you summarily for the great toll you have taken on the Empire. I believe the corpses of the Zisivi that you have piled high on that backwater planet is but a mere stepping stone towards a greater purpose. Before we discuss what I wish to discuss, I must understand how far I must reach to explain the situation to you. How familiar are each of you with the Central Sea Empire?
How familiar am I with the inner workings of the Satrasi Empire?
I
I mean, I
pose-
do have some cultural.
Yeah, you have a cultural specialty. I'm gonna get this one. You don't need to make a roll here. I think you know kind of the gist, right? You know that the empire is divided into governing bodies known as stratons, and
An empire divided. Excellent.
well, these are more like provinces, but instead of specifically territories, since it's a military-ocracy, right? Each straton is its own division of troops.
Mm-hmm.
And each straton is led by a viceroy, who all answer to a singular emperor. So the viceroy is second only to the emperor, they control their straton. And then there's multiple tiers, all military ranks, kind of descending down, where a captain would be
Yeah.
not super high on there.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just tell him like, I know a little. I was educated at such and such school on such and such planet, you know.
Right. Yeah, so a captain is probably like fourth from the emperor, fourth or fifth,
Okay.
depending on how large his ship is. So a dreadnought captain's probably about fourth down the rung, the hierarchy rung from the emperor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of detail that, or what do you say?
Um. Yeah, I think I just say like, I believe I'm the only one educated on the complex political structures of your people, and kind of leave it at that.
See. Well, let me try to explain how you can stay alive. I have been given temporary command of the defenses on the planet Nikipi, a name familiar to at least 3 of you.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, we are expanding our influence throughout the gaps. There are many primitive people in need of taming, and of course, some of my forces are leading excursions into the Wild Cluster, though that is not my primary concern. With this expanding territory in the Empire, there is an opportunity for ascension. I am looking to build my own straton with rulership over the gaps. In order to do that, I have to impress upon the Emperor that I am able to leap far above my station to seize this power. And, given that I have had access to all of the Nikipi files on the Androla, I happen to know that you, present ape company not included, are privy to some significant power. So, my offer is simply this. Give me something that I can use to ascend to Viceroy, or I kill you. And I get hailed as a hero, and perhaps will herald my way towards Viceroy anyway. I, however, am more interested in working with you than to roll the dice on your executions garnering me favor. It is unfortunate that Irene Marcos is not among you. Well prized. So, beg for your lives. Make it good.
Hypoest will look at Elise.
Oh god.
Uh,
Alicia just Alicia actually I think is like lying back with her eyes closed. Looks like she's half unconscious, half asleep, but she's considering / trying to meditate still.
Rizik will speak up.
Okay.
We know where Irene is.
Yeah. Rizik will say, I believe that what you've seen on the Androla, I understand what it would be of interest for you. However, I think that I have something to offer that would be more powerful to you than what was found on the Androla. I am sure that you have seen and perhaps even struggled with the newcomers to this this part of the galaxy. Those called the Tahanan?
The so-called Citadel ships.
Yes.
Go on.
I have very intricate knowledge on their anatomy, their biology, their inner workings, and I can also offer you a live specimen for your own research.
Oh shit, there's still one on the envelope right
Yep,
there.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
You have a devious mind for a failed doctor.
It's like, actually, never mind. Kill us.
I'm beginning to see many possibilities with this asset. What about you, human? You're part of the militia, I believe.
You talking to me? Because I thought I was an ape. I am a meat popsicle, sir.
While I appreciate your groveling, I asked you a question.
You said what about me?
You belong to the militia.
What militia would that be, sir?
The one causing problems for my companions operating in the wild cluster.
Just claim that you're named Cucumber. They won't get anything out of you.
Wait, there's a militia out there causing problems for you folk? I had no. I hadn't heard.
He turns to the rest of you and says, "Where did you pick up this simpleton?"
We were doing some other research and showed up in that manner.
Actually, now that you mention it, I think I might know who you're talking about. You threw me off with the use of the term militia, because they're referred to as heroes and freedom fighters.
What about you, Starkeeper?
And now at least you can look. You learned everything I know. Killed the Star Keepers. She just leans back.
I see now that while you have something to give, you aren't properly motivated. Probably assume that once I have what I need from you, I will execute. And
Oh yeah, hardcore.
that is a safe assumption. So now I must come to terms with the fact that I may, and therefore I am willing to extend to you a greater offer than simply live. Is it the four of you that a viceroy of a brand new Stratton could?
No one else.
I mean,
I mean,
it's
mine's easy.
mine would
Humorous.
he wouldn't be able to. I mean, I don't think he'd be able to offer me just kind of on a practical level. Um, However, if I have an idea, you
Okay.
could um reacquire Irene Marcos.
You know what she is. Of course you do.
She is currently in the hands of the Sphere Mandate. We are waiting on a location
You
for
would
a
give
pickup.
me Irene Marcos.
Oh, I wouldn't give you Irene Marcos, but I'm sure it would be to the detriment of your enemies if they no longer had Irene Marcos.
So you want me to help you facilitate her escape from the Sphere Mandate and back into your vagabond lifestyle?
And if you did that, then you could say that you
What?
took a powerful asset from the Sphere Mandate.
There will be proof required to back up my claims, then I would have to admit that I aided a group of squabbling nobodies procuring one of the greatest mines of the Fire Expanse and then let her go. Small mines. I see.
Well, I
Well,
couldn't ask you to disband your government.
win in Rome.
He takes the pistol off the table and rests it against his thigh.
You wanted to know what we wanted. Mine's real easy. I want out of this chair. I want my hands on that pistol. I want a hole in the back of your head. And then I want to go home and sleep like a fucking baby.
Although you're predictably crude and unintelligent, I see through words, and perhaps I can unveil what you cannot.
Now let's not go and ruin things by overthinking it.
You humans have always had a savagery to match our own. I don't respect it. I think it's rather disconcerting. But that last part about going home and sleeping like a baby, I assume it might aid you if this little war between the Sphere Mandate and the Saldrosi Empire came to a close. You see, now...
Contingent on you assholes not being in our space anymore.
I've told you that my ambitions are to control the gaps. I have no interest in the wild cluster where your militia roams. I have no interest in the Sphere Mandate where your friend is being held captive, or perhaps they're of her own volition. Nor do I have any interest, he looks over at Razik, at the Tri-State Alliance. None of these are my concern. I already have a foothold in my new territory. And aside from Nikipi, what friends do you have in the gaps? Bearing in mind I already control Nikipi. It is an untamed land, filled with primitives and savages and pirates. So, will you help me gain control of all the gaps in exchange for a definitive end to hostilities between the two superpowers? And before you lie to save yourselves, know that I will achieve my goals with or without your help, and there's very little you can do to hinder me from here on.
I only have a question.
Of course. The analytical mind of a doctor. Speak.
What do you expect in terms of help from squabbling nobodies and taking over the gaps?
And dirty apes.
And
Well,
small minds.
Dr. Goriz, despite the fact that you have made little impact on the geopolitical infrastructure of the Fire Expanse, everywhere you go, you have left a tangible ripple in the events. You three are a current of change. Everything you touch changes course, for better or for worse, usually for the worse, given the body count you leave behind. Looking back at the planet you just left, being any indicator. I need to harness your power over fate.
Says that. She's like,
we did a good thing at the last.
Yeah, I was pretty chaffed with myself on that one.
Whatever powers that you command, be it sheer luck, be it the whims of fate, be it some intangible force, you have the ability to reshape the map. And of course, your friend Irene Marcos possesses possibly the most powerful weapon I've seen. That.
Friendship?
I really wanted to say, I'm sitting right here.
I was gonna say like, oh no, it's okay, we fixed it, but I won't.
You also have contacts with the third party in this war. The militia, the rebellion, the
Heroic freedom fighters.
The heroic freedom fighters, yes. Those people. Those people who I will need to mobilize. Listen. Killing you will be a feather in my cap. Shall we do that, or shall you help me?
Can you call off the hunt for me, my brother, and all the rest of
If what I have planned works, no one will give a crap.
That's almost a yes. What did you have in
You can
mind?
probably see in Lacey's face that she's seriously considering it if he will clear her brothers and all the Starkeepers.
The most common way for someone to ascend to Viceroy is for another Viceroy to fail so miserably that his position becomes...
Forfeit?
Exactly. I do not have the resources to go toe-to-toe with another Viceroy, nor do I want to. I wish to carve out a new Stratton. In order to do that, I must prove that I can elevate on the level, if not surpass, the actions of the Viceroys that are currently engaged in combat. To do that, I'm offering that perhaps there will be a measure of sabotage. And to do that, I cannot use my own forces. I need people like the militia, like your rebellion friends and your fringe characters, your activists and terrorists.
Oh, that's not me.
if I can steer you toward, I can feed you targets, steer you towards my rivals, weaken their positions, all the while in my own neck of the woods. I bolster my forces, I consolidate power, I legitimize my reign, and if the Stratton engaged in the Wild Cluster fails so utterly, it is likely that the war will come to a grinding halt. Battle for Haku does not go in our favor. Just recently, the Sphere Mandate dispatched 5 control carriers with full armaments to Haku and ousted our forces from there. The Wild Cluster is where my Emperor sees the future of the war. And if they cannot progress, if they cannot seize worlds, it will be of great failure. But if I come to him with the whole of the gaps in my grasp, these tiny, insignificant worlds, ripe for relocation of colonists, ripe for the expansion of our territories, he can call it a victory and conclude the war, elevating me to Stratton for my service. So, do you have the contacts necessary? Do you have the manpower I need? Do you have the will and drive to hunt some Saldrosi for a Saldron? You look bored, human. Do I bore you?
I'm all for killing more Saldrosi. But to do it for the benefit of another, if you were a real man, I'd break your neck for an offer like that.
So that's a no.
He's new here.
That call's not exactly mine to make, Captain. But I turn over to Hypolis.
It's not a no, it's a you give me the opportunity to kill more, I'm going to do it. And then I'm coming back for your ass.
The
I'm
human
shaking.
is the one with contacts with the militia. I'm not sure. I'd have to. I don't have access to my address book from here, but I should.
Your space Rolodex?
Yeah. I should be able to be of some assistance in the.
Is there any way we can get messages to Irene who can deliver those messages to her government?
Potentially.
That's of great value. We can feed intelligence on the movements of Saldrosi forces in the Wild Cluster to the Sphere Mandate. They could launch surgical strikes.
Out of character. We have the plans for Ceregal, right? May have a way to contact Irene. Okay.
Pretty sure it's assembled. It's not. Yeah.
Yes.
I
We
wasn't
fixed
sure.
it.
Oh, that's right. That's what at least he's been doing since Irene left.
Ceregal 2.0.
Man, Regal's such a bad name.
Yeah, it was a joke, and they're like, yes, that.
We haven't come up with a better one yet.
Yeah, it's still there, huh?
My greatest regret in life.
There are a lot of things we say like as a joke and then they stick for the rest of forever.
Yeah.
Love that about this group. Let's see. I mean, I'm willing to work with you towards a conclusion to the conflict.
Finally.
At least. I mean, of course. Despite our best efforts, we really don't want people to die. I can't speak for this militia group, but I'm sure if I got to speak with some of its dedicated leaders, we might see some improvement. I'm incredibly handsome. I'm like crispy.
Yeah. Full of bandages.
Alright. So, to recap, I need you to pass along key intelligence that will aid the enemies of the Saldrosi Empire in order to weaken the Stratton engaged in the Wild Cluster. The only thing I need from you. Are you raising?
That's an out of character hand raise.
Okay. Yes. What's up?
Is this guy being legit?
Why don't you make an insight check?
Ooh, I want to do one of those too.
Insight?
Yeah. You want to help?
That's not a thing. Insight isn't a thing.
Empathy.
It's
Sorry,
empathy.
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 I
Okay.
can help if you have empathy. I'm trained in it too.
I
Are you trained in it?
am not trained in it. I am.
Would you like to help? Oh, I see what you're going.
I can.
I have
help.
natural talent in it.
Yeah,
I
but
can.
I can help since I'm trained in it. If you weren't trained in it, you can't help. So like,
Well, you can. It's only a +1 instead of +2.
yeah, I can provide the +2 though.
Yeah.
You'll have it.
Let's. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, I think like narratively, I feel like this is Dag is kind of paying attention to both Hypoist and the Salvern.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting the pheromones off of both of them to
Okay.
figure out what's
Yeah.
going on.
Okay.
So you give me a +2, that'll give me a +3 total.
Which one to get your wound penalty?
Correct. So that's flat. Oh, that's just shy.
Do you have a hero point?
Everybody has a hero point.
Yeah, I know I have
like
a hero
4.
point. I don't know if I want to use it though.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, he's just gonna kind of accept the fact that he's not getting a good read off of the pheromones they're putting out.
Okay.
I mean, I'm less concerned about this guy being legit and more concerned about like getting us out of here because we can always just be really shitty at our job.
Well, so here's Dag's thought process on it at the very least. This guy shouldn't have kept us alive.
Yeah.
That's not a Saldrin thing to do. The fact that we are means that he's different.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he's now making this offer
Is also different.
So to Dag, this is indication of, if not just a single individual, a potential movement within the Empire to change the normal way of doing things, and Dag is all for that. So if this is, I mean, he's throwing up the big hard ass vibes,
Which is like this close to getting him shot in the head. But yeah.
But he's really, really intrigued by this offer. Like, if this could move the conflict into non-existence, he's totally willing to go back to the militia and be like, look, we need to at least consider this.
Cool. Yeah. I mean,
So-
we're in agreement.
Yeah.
And Rizik's thoughts process, although he cannot share it right now because we're in a room with the dude. From an analytical point of view, there's no downside to this offer. We do damage to Saldros Empire and we can backstab at any point. So there's literally no downside to this offer in his mind currently.
Yeah, exactly. Like we can always get back at him later.
I mean, the only downside is like, as long as you keep helping him, his goal is to take over the gaps.
Yeah, like we're establishing his position in the gaps.
But I
Possibly.
mean, the one planet you guys care about in the gaps, he already has control over anyway.
Yeah.
But
I mean, them expanding in the gaps at all is bad. But
Right.
also like he says I might be able to get it from the Emperor. Like he doesn't even know if that will get him the gaps.
Right.
So
he's
doing
he's gambling.
right,
Yeah.
he's gambling, but he's ambitious enough, and he seems like he's intelligent enough to not just outright dismiss this idea. He could be the beginning of a snowball that changes the Saldran Empire for the better.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. He also could just be batshit crazy and gonna get everyone killed, and then the Saldran Empire tightens their belt even more.
I mean, you don't know us, Dag, but we're willing to make that gamble.
I mean, that's fair.
It tracks.
Yeah, so I mean, at that point, Dag will just kind of interrupt, be like, look, you want to let us go? I'll go talk to my people. I can't make any promises. I'm not in command. But I'll take it to him. Your offer's intriguing at the very least.
I need only to establish a method of. One of you needs to have a hyperspace transponder capable of transceiving and receiving hyperspace information bursts embedded discreetly into your cranium so we can communicate.
I can see Hypolis being strapped down, just trying to lift his arm like me.
I mean, it just makes sense. I am the captain.
It would be easier to hide this operation, Starkeeper.
Hide the operation?
I'm going to have to take one of you into my medical bay and perform the procedure under some duplicitous guide so that it the logs back. But you are significantly in. I would say this is simply a part of prisoner upkeep.
Yeah,
I could offer something additional.
By all means.
You have in your care the greatest surgeon that ever existed.
oh my god.
I could do the operation without it recording in the log. Provide me the tools.
No.
Damn. Yeah, I look.
Our
I know we're
relationship
going
is
to be
only
working
just.
together. I don't trust you in our psionics mind.
And I don't trust you to not tamper with my device.
I mean, yeah, but that's why I said me and not like the doctor.
And I don't trust none of you. So.
Excellent. So, I shall whip up some excuse to do surgery on Hypoist here. I shall insert the receiver.
There are a lot of reasons.
And then I will orchestrate your escape.
I almost wish, like, if I wasn't strapped down, I could, like, just reach out, like, claw at Hypolis real quick. And like, there's your reason. So we got mad at each other and I attacked.
I mean, yeah, I'm already pretty messed up, my dude. They
Okay.
won't have to look very long.
I do have one additional conceit to add to this deal.
I don't understand how this deal isn't anything but beneficial.
Minor additional conceit. Do you have any amp sticks? I am fiending.
Oh my god.
How of species.
Because your genetic ancestors were too busy baking on top of rocks and didn't have opposable thumbs.
He steps up and plants the pistol onto Dag's forehead.
Okay. Yeah, it's all real funny. My ancestors were also eating fleas. We can. Isn't it amazing how much species change over time?
It is fortunate for you, human, that your particular contacts are crucial to my plan. I had hoped you were just a worthless vestigial that they had found and that I could put you down. Show of strength. Were it not for your intrinsic value as a contact, wouldn't make it out of this room.
I mean, that's nice and all, but for real, what about those amp sticks?
I half expected Physique to be like, dude, those are terrible for
Yes, but also now's not the
I
time.
shall take some comfort in your withdrawals. And he holsters his gun and walks out the way he came in and says, "Someone
I'm
won't be along."
I'm sure that's against the Geneva Conventions. Like,
Space Geneva Convention.
Yeah, from the planet Geneva.
Yeah. Oh, with a J. All right. So we kind of have a montage of you guys getting taken back to your cell. Hypoist, you get surgery. They implant a receiver transceiver in your skull,
Uh-huh.
and then I think we're gonna go ahead and go to break, which will give me about 15 minutes to figure out how I'm gonna get you guys, how he's gonna, facilitate your escape while saving face. So that's gonna be mind racking. So, to anyone watching, I assume, since no one said in chat, I assume the audio synchronization is good. If not, we've gone 2 hours and no one has said anything, and fuck.
I actually unmuted stream audio to verify, and it seems okay on my end.
Same here, I just did.
same.
I'll take it. All right. Now I can hear myself coming out of my wife's computer. That's weird. Okay. Everybody, we'll be back. We're gonna be back 15 after for another hour 45 minutes of Dire Roll Lost Horizon. We're gonna see how this new situation unfolds. I mean, we're probably gonna have a montage of everyone healing, so be ready for that. All right. Gotta make sure I have the right button. We'll be back 15 after. Don't go anywhere, or if you do, come back. Bye. Hello, everybody. We happen to time that right with the end of the song. How fucking slick is that? We're back.
It's less slick if you point it out.
hey, shut up. We're back. Okay, so y'all ready for some highway to the outside of danger zone?
Would love to ride the highway to anywhere but the danger zone.
So our next adventure could it be us opening a garden on a lush green planet, and all we do is grow crops, grow old, have a little farm dog,
Start
And then
like
the
our
Avengers show up and
the
they're like,
RPG.
"Where are the Infinity Stones?"
No,
We're gonna play Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
no, because I guarantee you, Jake would be like, "Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that." In the meantime, the back of his brain is saying, "Feed me, Seymour."
Yeah. Yeah, he would do that. It's a bastard.
I'm doing a
I
treatment.
shouldn't be whining since you did just save our lives.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anyway.
It's the god complex.
Okay.
get bent
That's
face.
hurtful, but all right. All right, so the 4 of you are loaded onto a transport, and you're going to be sent down to the Involucre to retrieve the Tahanan.
Do we have like a full detail?
Of what?
Of like guards
Guard.
looking us
Yes.
over. Okay, that's what I
And
thought.
your guy Glashar, he's let the other captain send the guards down, but his ship is going to be the one that's going to take the Tahanan.
Okay.
Got a slick play here. And since you guys aren't really putting anything in motion, so I'm just going to roll you through it. So you guys arrive to the Involucre. You grab the Tahanan. And as you head over to the second dropship, one dropship delivered you, and that has the other guys men on it, and the other dropship is for Lashar. And when you guys hand over to Hanan, they all pull out flechette weapons and kill all the other guys.
Yeah, that was going to be the only way you could really do that, huh?
Right. And then one of the only Saladrin of this detachment, he goes, "It's a shame that the other captain didn't deal with the remaining militia forces. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to escape." That's sloppy
Shucks.
work.
Yep.
It's also a wow, sorry. Having a hard time doing my normal voice today.
How dare you?
It's also a shame that we got our hands on so many flechette pistols.
Yeah, they roll out a crate and open it up and has all your equipment in it. You guys get all your equipment back.
I mean, I can give him a few postmarks.
Right. And now they part ways. So, Hypoist, you now have a chip in your brain that lets you contact the Seldrosi Empire directly.
They can't read my mind though. They're not like, all right,
No,
let's
no.
tune into HypoS, and HypoS is just like, do 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 do
So,
over and
super-
over.
super brief question here.
Oh,
What kind of
I lost frames. Never happened.
What kind of what?
what kind of cargo bay you got on this bad boy here?
Mm,
Well,
bad.
she's kind of doubling for a lot of other stuff, but let me just show you. Here, come around. You know, HypoS like unclips the carabiner of keys from his belt loop. it's got like a little fuzzball keychain. um, you know, looks like a tribble, and then he'll guide you over to the cargo bay.
Oh yeah, no, plenty of room. Can we swing this back over to the manor briefly before we take off? I got something I need to pick up.
Did he just say plenty of room about the cargo bay that's full of the Ceregal?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not going to question him on it.
Okay. Probably wise.
Yeah, I imagine. Well, I'm not sure. Did the kind of like bases clear out?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then yes, we can. I wasn't
Okay.
sure if the like 4 bases had cleared out.
You return to the ruin of the manor, now smaller than when you first arrived.
I love to leave manors smaller than when I first arrived.
That's how you know it was a good party.
Yeah, that tracks. They never saw the outside of the manor while conscious, right?
No, they flew over it and got a scan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So, I know I'm kind of pulling this on you here, Jakin, but I think you'll appreciate it. Because there was camps around, and there was sort of like a tree line at one point, right?
There's never a tree line. It's a desert.
Oh, it's a desert. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but there's some big fucking rocks over in that direction, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, like, as we're flying in, Daggle direct you to actually go over to that large rock formation thingy over that way that's got a little mini
Their
canyon.
rock formation over
Yeah.
yonder.
Yeah.
Yonder rock formation.
And he'll hop out, hustle on over into the little canyon thingy there, and then you'll hear a and he'll pull out of there and up to the ship in a chopper style hover bike.
God damn it. If I can rub it in, I guess.
And painted on the fuel tank in loving, beautiful scripting is the bike's name, Silver.
Oh my
Her
god,
voice
I
is
love you.
resentful. Open the cargo bay.
And he'll fit her in right there off to the side. Don't need much room. She don't need too much attention. So
What? No tour packs?
well, you know, I don't like to brag.
Okay, yeah, cool. Then I guess we don't have really an assignment from them yet, so we're taking off to find a place to recuperate.
Uh,
Hey, Razik, can I get you on the bridge? Alicia too, actually.
I'll show up on the bridge.
Do either of you know which space stations we're not banned on?
Not
Which space?
exactly.
What was that,
Technically,
Razik?
we're not banned on the one that we, well, the ones that we have blown up because we were helping them.
Hey Vegas, can you go ahead and give him the intel that I gave you? My internet is for some reason just spontaneously getting choked. So, I'd like to.
so as this discussion is happening, there's a little bit of a on the portal door thingy into
Yeah.
the
Come
cockpit of
in.
the bridge.
You just have to. You kind of have to jimmy it. If you, when you press the button, you have to like hold it for a few. Yeah, no, it just and like kind of lift.
It's like a goddamn baby gate.
A
The foundation shifted.
the I don't mean to interrupt a crew meeting here or nothing. One of
It's
those
okay.
assholes.
It's not an official. It's not an official meeting. We don't have the spirit stick out.
All right. One of those assholes went through my bag. Any of you got an activator? He's got an amp stick hanging from his lips.
No, sorry, I don't carry one.
The
you-
amp stick's
you-
just like a
Actually, at least
neon,
probably has one.
like just rod.
Alicia probably has one because she keeps candles. Not on her.
No, this would be an activator specifically for an amp stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
R- Razik just looks at Dag and says, "These are bad for you."
So it's trying to keep me from having my amp stick. I mean, he'll take it out and put it into his jacket
Like
pocket.
breast pocket.
Yeah.
Oh man, like my
Uh,
nether paw.
So what are we talking about? What's the
Well,
plan,
we have strenuous relationships with a few different space stations in the Fire Expanse. Some on the edge of the Fire Expanse. So we were trying to think of the best place to lay low and recuperate.
So I mean, I'm just spitballing here, but you know, I got some friends back home that are kind of waiting on me to report, and now thanks to this Saldrin asshole, I gotta talk to them about this potential alliance. I am at least 90% sure that they're gonna throw you a big old fucking party for getting me out of there. If you need somewhere to, relax and let some steam off.
Alicia's gonna kind of like nudge Hypolish real quick.
Yes, just one moment, Dag. That is a beautiful offer. Thank you so much for walking in with a solution. Alicia, would you? And we'll like scooch aside.
I thought this whole thing happened because supposedly someone had news on my brother.
Oh, I
And before
think
we go
this is.
anywhere, I want to know where he is.
I think this um gentleman is specifically who we were sent to get information on your brother, and if he's from this militia, I was kind of hoping we could take the party opportunity to go prying around. Does that sound okay by you? Or would I mean we can ask him now if you'd like. But he did say he's not really the one in charge.
Dag, am I the first Dorak
You-
you've ever met? What about, I guess, the most recent, I guess? Or have you? No, wait. Brain's not working. Have
Sorry.
you met a Dorak that looks very much like me before?
Vegas's brain just wanted to make a dog-faced pony soldier comment,
That's a good way
Okay.
but
to make Dag go away.
but Dag wouldn't make that comment.
Dag would make a much worse comment.
Dag would know what Alicia was capable of doing from that whole
Right.
fight, and would
Right.
not make that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
No.
what he actually says.
No, ma'am, you are not. Actually, I'll be honest with you. I got a little bit in high spirits when you graced my threshold back there at the manor. Cause all you folk use them fancy swords you got, right?
The Starkeepers? Yes. Well, not necessarily swords, but yes.
Well,
He means Eudorak.
yeah, the Dorak.
No, it's not a Dorak.
Hypoest exchanges a meaningful glance with Alicia.
Oh, well,
He's met another Dorak who had one of those swords and knew you would be capable of protecting him. Alicia.
Yeah. What the captain said.
Was this a male Dorak?
Red fur.
Reddish fur. Kind of round chin.
Yeah, that's
roguish smile.
That's.
Brother
I don't know if I'd necessarily say. Well, I don't know if I'd say roguish, but he does that. It is infectious.
At least he's kind of like, oh my god, where was he?
He's back at HQ.
Let's go now. Let's go now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Dag.
You guys, I'm sorry. I know you're here to
Yeah.
roleplay, and this isn't expected, but my frames are dropping like nuts. I could probably fix this with just a quick OBS restart, but I've kind
Perfect.
of the week I've had, I've kind of lost the will. So I think we're gonna call it early, with that revelation. So Dag gives you guys the coordinates, to, a fucking planet that I should definitely know.
It
A
is
kind of nowhere planet that militia can hide out on?
No. It is
Or,
very specifically Arabium.
Aribium, the jewel of the wild
Aribium.
cluster, and
Yeah.
gives you exact coordinates for
Overland Manor.
Overland Manor. Yep. And you guys set a course, and that's what we're gonna call it tonight. There's no shoutouts tonight, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. Sorry, we're ending early, but I've lost thousands of frames. I don't know how much audio loss there is, if it's just visual loss or if we're losing what people are saying. So I don't want to just do a restart. I just want to call it a night. I've had a shit week. So thank you guys for tuning in. The battle's over. The party's in the clear. Next week we'll have lots of role playing to make up for lots of combat.
Oh yeah.
and hopefully, we won't have 3 weeks in a row of technical issues. So, I hope everybody has a great week. We'll see you next Sunday. Hopefully my face will grace Twitch again Wednesday, but at this point, maybe. All right. Good night, everybody.